back. We've got another match for you today. This one is between Vince Sauceda of San Antonio and Marcelo Garcia, who's originally from Venezuela, but now lives in the United States.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I think that can you see what shirt I'm wearing? Can you tell?
It says Dynamo Air Hockey.
Right, but do you know what tournament this is from?
No.
Okay, so this is one of your classic air hockey shirts. This is from the 1991 Fame City. And I'm wearing this because Marcelo reminds me of classic 80s, early 90s air hockey.
Yeah.
And that's what's so great about this match. It's a clash between like the old sort of air hockey style of the past and a more modern style, like in Vince.
Sure, yeah. Oh, and I definitely can see that. Marcelo hits a lot of his shots from further back.
Yeah.
And his defense is not a modern defense.
No, yeah, and that's particularly, I think, the aspect that like reminds me of those old days that I didn't exist during, but I've watched.
You watched, videos of.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think one thing of note is that we have we've made progress on revamping the statistics. The statistics are going to be hopefully more diverse in the results. I think what we were finding is that a lot of the scores for possession efficiency or shot accuracy, things like that, were kind of in the same range. There wasn't a lot of difference, and so maybe that's not the best statistic to use if you're not seeing much difference between the players. And we want the statistics to show us something like, oh, this is important. This type of thing we should be paying attention to. How many shots are you taking per possession? Yeah, maybe that's important.
And what's great is these statistics. The new way we're doing it allows us to do some like defensive stats too, and that's a whole other portion of the game that we need stats for, that we need to be able to represent somehow.
Absolutely. Yeah. So like one of the stats that we'll be showing is how often you're blocking shots that are on goal. That's important because some players subsist or exist purely on defense in air hockey, and then, of course, there's the flip side, which is sort of my generation or my way of seeing air hockey, which is that offense is king.
Yeah.
And so I know that players that came after me have felt differently. I know Danny Hines feels differently. I know Colin Cummings feels differently. So being able to demonstrate some of these defensive statistics, I think, will be really important.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So please, again, like, subscribe, support the channel if you love air hockey. We also have an Instagram if you like to see photographs of air hockey. We're a small niche sport, but we can show the world how great air hockey is, and please help us do that.
I believe it's niche.
Niche?
Yeah.
All right. So not niche? It's a niche sport?
No.
Okay. All right, check out this match. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Tim Weissman. I'm here with Jacob Weissman, and we've got another match for you today. We're going to be watching Vince Sauceda of San Antonio play against Marcelo Garcia, originally of Venezuela, now living in the United States. What do you think, Jacob?
I think that this is going to be a very exciting match. You guys are getting to see some classic 80s to 90s air hockey defense today, played at a super high level.
There's Vince. Vince has been in the finals a number of times. And Marcelo, who actually has beaten one of the best players from Venezuela in a challenge match in the past, Pedro Otero.
And play.
So we're actually picking this up in game 2. Vince won the first game.
To my left. Sand it. Sand the puck.
And so you were talking about 80s, 90s. I think it's probably early 80s style
And
defense
play.
by Marcelo.
Yeah, well, right there, you know.
1-0.
You saw that. He's holding his mallet on defense super far back, close to the goal, and then really just trying to 100% guess, you know, going for a charge or staying back to try to block a bank.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, air hockey defense has really developed into sort of the core triangle defense that most top players use today. And, you know, it's been a long time since I think we've seen someone playing with this sort of defense, like, kind of at a high level in a tournament.
This is a nice cut by Marcelo. Yeah, in all honesty, it's surprising now. If you don't know what happened at the World Championships, this sort of is the beginning of an interesting story with Marcelo,
2-1.
who surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, looking at this match on paper, you would expect 4-0 Vince. Based on, like, Marcelo's past history with Vince, especially at the, ESPN tournament earlier in 2021, Vince 4-0'd Marcelo, and it wasn't competitive at all.
Right.
But Marcelo, prior to this, upset Danny Hines and kind of tore through the winner's bracket to meet Vince here now.
Right.
3-1.
And that cut is just destroying Vince. I watched Marcelo play early in the tournament against Max Silverstein, and Max is a player, my brother, from back in the early days of air hockey, had come back out for the tournament, and they went to the 7 games, 7-6 in the last game. Definitely would not have expected to see Marcelo in this position.
Yeah, for sure. This is the winner of this, I believe, will move on to the winner's bracket finals. The winner of this will move on to play Colin Cummings, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to probably post that match. So
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
4-2.
Yeah. So Marcelo basically holds his mallet back almost on his goal.
Yeah.
4-3.
And see, I think that kind of setup is exactly what Vince needs to do to beat Marcelo.
Which is what?
Kind of a slower, or not even slower, just like a medium speed drift with a little delay in that sort of close to the line, I guess, upper right quadrant for Vince.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, this style of defense is ripe for someone to hit straights in on.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got to slam in those straights, and then once he starts charging, bank around.
5-4.
Yeah.
But you also have to be able to defend him. And right now, that cut's just going straight through Vince's defense.
Yes.
Marcelo hits it from so far back, it's quite deceptive. Oh, that was a beautiful cross by Marcelo.
Yeah, it's a good shot selection, because he'd been getting them on that cut over and over. But it's just surprising to me to see these shots going in seemingly easily on Vince. Vince is no slouch, and he's got a good defense. Nice cut by Vince. And I think it's because Marcelo's hitting the puck from far back, and the angle is just very different from what a lot of people are used to.
I like what Vince tried there, sort of a faster, sudden release on the cut, which is inaccurate. It was a good shot selection.
Timeout called. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1-0 view.
Vince asking what the game count is.
Player ready. And play.
There, Marcelo just missed it.
It was a good block.
Play ready. Play ready. And play.
That was interesting. Let's see that again. Marcelo gave a fake charge. And that sort of, I think it threw Vince off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vince just mishit off into a corner.
Yeah. So
Marcelo.
Marcelo got Vince to
point
think he
either
was
way.
charging, so Vince tried to go
Player
for a
ready?
quick left roll under to take
play.
advantage of it and ended up just turning over the puck. Okay, Vince gets another opportunity.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing about a person who's playing a charge-heavy defense is if they're clever, they can start fake charging. It's just
A lot of possession time for Marcelo here.
went for an over, missed it. Accuracy.
Oh, yep.
7-6 Marcelo. Game 2.
So what it looked like to me there is that Vince basically determined he was not going to let a straight score. He really forced himself to stay out.
Possession over here. 1-1.
All right, so one game each.
Play ready. And play.
So here's a better look at the defense for Marcelo's super far back. I mean, it's like 6 inches or less to the goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Really
right there.
far.
Yeah.
Still good. Play ready. Flip it. And play.
Marcelo doesn't speak English, but he has the international language of the little hand
Yeah, he
motion
does, yeah.
of flipping the puck.
Well, air hockey is a universal language.
Play ready. And play.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like if I were in my heyday, I got a chance to play Marcelo playing this defense, I would be chomping at the bit. So I'm surprised that that Vince is not just tearing through it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely scoring. He is
No,
scoring.
yeah, he is scoring.
1-0.
But I mean, to me, that type of defense would be equivalent to what we used to call warm butter, hot knife through warm butter.
Yeah. Well, as someone who didn't grow up playing against these kinds of defenses, I think there can be something difficult about when you're really not used to it, finding the shots that work against it. Like, you'll find them eventually, and you know that they're there. But if the other person is really on offensively,
2-0.
it can be real difficult because then you even just feel more pressure to kind of like pierce through that defense. You feel like, okay, like why am I not scoring on this? I should be able to pretty easily. I think there's a big mental component to it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah.
Possession.
Yeah.
Play ready. And play.
Yeah. Well, I think what you got to do is you got to start hitting them on the wings. You have to get the puck up closer to the line. You got to be,
Marcelo, ready.
hitting your
play.
straights from left or right of center. Notice right there, I mean, Vince was
ready.
hitting his shot from the center
And
of
play.
his side. He needs to be more to the left or the right of that center circle. And there's a wide open lane to the goal.
Yeah. Vince seems like this game he's aiming a bit.
Okay.
Like he's just trying to
play.
throw it in there. That's something I've experienced when the times I have played against kind of a defense like
Marcelo's. Is,
3-0.
Oh, that was a beautiful
Yeah, that was
cross.
great.
Yeah,
See that
see
again.
that one again.
I say what I really liked about it was that in the previous possession, he did a little tap against the puck before hitting it. That time, it looked like he was going to tap the puck to drift it, but instead he just pulled back and shot.
3-1.
It's really nice.
Marcelo's definitely in a zone right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
3-2.
Yeah, it was a nice hard left wall under.
But yeah, basically what I was saying is sometimes it can be mentally difficult to simply play your game against a defense like this, which can get you into kind of an aiming mode that just, you know.
3-3.
But Vince seems like he's out of it right now. He's back into back into his game. Oh,
4-3.
yeah. Vince just missing that shot. Marcelo charge.
4-4. Still good. Flip it. Sand it. Flip and sand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In play. Still good. Still good. 4-4.
So one of the new stats that we're working on and developing is something we're calling pressure points scored. The idea is that if the game ever is at least 5-4,
Marcelo, ready?
that at that moment of 5-4, pressure activates, and then how many points do guys or gals score from that moment forward in that game?
Yeah, and I think it's a good metric to at least try to capture one of the real intangibles of air hockey, which is, you know, who plays better when the
pressure's on.
yeah.
And that's super important, right, for sports in general.
5-4.
And here we go. That now pressure point has activated.
Oh.
5-5. Game
I like
point, 5.
going right back to the same shot. That's I think that's something that works frequently.
Game point 5. Sand it.
In the background, Danny Hines playing Keith Fletcher. Keith missing a cross.
Should commentate that one.
Yeah.
Okay, Danny with the puck.
Ooh, tried
Missed that
cut.
cross.
I thought it was a cut. He might have.
Okay.
Who knows?
Maybe that's why I didn't score.
Well, that cut scored.
Yeah. We're really
Good.
All right.
getting this table nice and clean.
6-5. Play ready. And play.
So he missed over. Missed another over. Almost scored on himself.
I think he went for the cut and it just went cross side there.
It was maybe trying a hard over.
Game.
3
7-5.
right wall unders in a row.
Game count. 2
Well-
games to 1. Marcelo.
Well, that game's interesting because as soon as the quote pressure activated, Marcelo just took over.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
In play. Still good.
Still going for that cut. Yeah, I like it. A little more delay.
Oh, sand it.
So this is interesting because Vince won the first game. He looked like he was in a good position to win the second game. But now he's down 2-1.
Yeah.
1-0. Marcelo, are you ready? Play.
And it's not looking great.
No, I would prefer to be in Marcelo's position here for sure.
Yeah. But as we've remarked many times, if you look on Vince's face, you don't see a hint of stress.
Yep.
He's getting that right while under. There's no drift to it.
Yeah.
It's just
so far back and so different from, I guess, anything else Vince has really seen.
3-0.
Now I take time out there.
Yeah.
3-1.
Vince says, I'll score.
Yeah. Who needs a timeout?
Maybe now.
4-1.
I don't. Does Vince normally take timeouts in those situations?
No.
I don't know. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Oh, and that's
5-1.
the danger. We'll see that again. If you're going to play a charge game, you will get some of these.
Yeah.
And that is one of the worst feelings in air hockey. And I think that's one of the reasons why people that do charge a lot continue to do it, even if the results aren't very good overall.
Oh, and that's a little disheartening. Ooh.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. But Vince had a pop out right after that charge. It's got to be a little disheartening.
5-2.
Three.
5-3. Timeout called.
Good mental focus by Vince.
Time. Player ready. And play.
Yeah, and I've heard Vince talk about this a number of times. Is that he's wanting to be in these situations. He wants to be in the midst of a battle where he's forced to take his concentration to another level.
Yeah, he loves the fray.
Sometimes I wonder if he might benefit from a little bit more edge. A little bit more like, I want this. I really, really want this. You know, the old sports adage that, the one who's going to win is the one who wanted it more. I hate that. I hate the cliche. But in his case, I think there might be something to it. Maybe he needs a little bit more edge to get to the next level that's eluded him for so long.
Five.
All
That was a
right.
great comeback by Vince.
Well, the pressure is activated. Point before.
Game point 5.
Did you see him trying to do some fake?
Away.
Marcelo was doing some fake charging there.
Seven 6. Marcelo.
And he hit that
Game
shot.
3-1.
We'll watch it. He hit it early. There's no drift to it. Just tap, shoot. I guess there was a little more drift to it, but
Yeah.
just not a
Yeah.
lot.
Vince with a smile.
Yeah, and again, that's what I'm talking about. Is like he wants to be in those situations. He's just having a blast, enjoying it.
Yeah.
But maybe he needs to have a little bit of an edge there.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows himself.
Yeah.
He knows how he competes. Maybe he needs to get a little bit of
And Vince is, I believe, a former
And play.
like multi-time world champion laser quest player, laser tag, one of the laser things.
Right.
And so maybe I don't know. I mean, who knows what he's
1-0.
looking for in air hockey, right? It could just be more of just he wants to just be in the fray.
Well, talking with him, he's said to me that he wants to win. He wants to win a Worlds.
Okay, well then
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, what?
then I'm
And I know he's put a lot of effort
Yeah.
in practice and
Play ready.
and
play.
thought into what needs to happen. And he's developed unique attacks for specific people. This is interesting looking at Marcelo's defense again.
Yeah.
And
1-1.
there's
There's
the
crack.
yeah, that's the reason that we don't charge too much. Look how early he goes out. He's out before Vince. Yeah. I mean, that was an over. Vince was hitting an over.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't, in my opinion, you can't let somebody score an over that is completely unprotected.
Yeah, if they're gonna score a if a left
ready.
wall is gonna
And
or
play.
a bank is gonna go under on you, at least make it go under.
Yeah. I like this by Vince. Slowing
Yep.
it down, do a little bit more of a pump fake, drift it closer to the line, make Marcelo think a little bit more about whether to charge. So, I mean, as somebody who's charging a lot, it's all about timing, right? They're trying to read their opponent in time. That's why Colin is really good at it, because he can read people really well.
Yeah.
And so he's able to get away with charging a lot.
See if Vince can take advantage of the flub. He does.
4-1.
Yeah, I don't think that type of shot that Vince just tried to execute is a good shot selection against
Play
this
ready.
defense.
And play.
Hitting it from sort of the middle and, like that. I think he needs to
More on
keep
the-
with
the wing.
the wings and keep with these longer drifts with a little bit more time delay,
4-2.
a little bit more pump fake. And Vince is the master at bringing his arm back.
Yeah.
In making somebody really flinch. Again,
5-2.
another
Yeah.
just
Great.
too easy to score when somebody is charging like that.
Game point 2.
Accuracy on this is just great. Yeah, I mean, Marcelo, he hadn't even thought to move by the time it was in.
So I think so far this game is what most people would have expected on paper
Yeah,
to happen
Yeah.
this match.
yeah.
Game point 3.
In trouble getting the puck out. There we go.
Play ready. And play.
This is not very accurate.
And it probably should have been right of center like the other shots.
Yeah.
But I get it. He was trying something a little different there. Oh,
the over.
right and over, mishit it. Oh.
Oh.
Game point 4. Timeout called.
Good timeout.
So he takes a timeout, not when he's down 3-0 or 4-1, when he's up 6-4, which actually is a great time to take one if you're feeling a little stagnant.
Yeah.
Time.
I
Play ready.
highly advise people taking 6-3 timeouts.
Play ready. And play. Game point 5. Seven, 5. Three games to 2, Marcelo.
Okay. You're ready? Ready? Marcelo? Ready, Vince? Puck and play.
All right, so now the question is, can Vince keep up that attack for 2 games and hold Marcelo off?
0-1.
Because Marcelo's offense is on right now.
1-1.
Oh.
1-2.
Seems like Marcelo's refocused this game.
Charge.
Yeah. Or it could also be a
Ready,
little
sir?
bit of Vince
Puck and play.
letting down, right? He just won a game pretty dominantly.
Oh.
1-3.
And that's that same right wall on
Yeah.
early on the drift. Now this I like.
Yeah.
I would recommend that he even pauses a little longer against this type of defense.
2-3.
Nice. Marcelo again trying to charge.
2-4.
Oof. Yeah, that's a great cut.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's when he's getting those right wall unders in early on the drift, you're a little concerned, you know.
Yeah.
And Marcelo looks like he's really trying to put this away.
Marcelo
3-4.
wants it.
Yes. Yeah. Talking about who wants
Yeah.
it more, he definitely looks like he
He-
wants it more.
Really wants it. Be a little too fast there. There's something about a cut like that scoring that gives me almost like
3-5.
existential fear. Just-
That's point
yeah.
3.
Yeah. That I think that shot has been sort of the story of this set.
4 match point. Timeout.
Good timeout from Marcelo.
Ten seconds. Ready, sir? Ready, sir? Puck and play.
Wow. Big upset. Oh my gosh.
Huge.
Man, yeah, would not
That's
have
a-
predicted that. I would have lost a lot of money in Vegas if I was betting on this
Yeah,
match.
me too.
Let's take a look at the stats. This is one thing's very interesting. If you look at Vince, only scored 3 different types of shot: cross, cut, left, while under. And then for Marcelo, it was a couple splashes of a few other things in there, mainly those transitions, which were actually stuffs. That kept things, I guess, lively and different for him enough. And these are some of the new stats that we're working with. If you look at offensive efficiency, that's just basically how much you're scoring for every time that you're actually taking a shot. Then accuracy is basically how many times your shots that you take are on goal versus not. So Marcelo was about 9% more accurate. He was hitting more shots on goal than Vince was. I've got a few other new ones here. Turnover ratio. This is how many turnovers, or what chance you have to have a turnover per possession. So Marcelo was turning it over a little bit more.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Defensive strength. This looks at the the percentage of shots that you blocked that were on goal. So if somebody shoots an on-goal cut at you, but you block it, that's what you're wanting.
Yeah.
That goes towards your defensive strength.
Yeah, and I think this is what we would expect to see based on the match. Marcelo with a higher defensive strength.
Absolutely. Shots per possession. So Vince was definitely taking more shots. He was just not as accurate.
Yeah.
Maybe missing, and then the idea of the pressure points scored in the match, which to me makes sense. If you look at the result, Marcelo scored 7 pressure points and Vince 4. In those, you could see those in those games, those 7-6 games. It makes a big difference in a match.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Any other thoughts you have there on those?
I don't think so. It is really, I think these stats really highlight the unique defense Marcelo was playing and how Vince had a tough time adapting to it.
Absolutely. There you have it. Quite an upset here. Marcelo Garcia defeating Vince Sauceda, moving forward in the World Championships. He'll be actually going up against Colin Cummings next. We will have that match for you. Again, please like and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content, and help us grow so that we can show the world how great air hockey is. I'm Tim Weissman, and I'm here with
Jacob Weissman.
That's right, a world champion, and number 2.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.